Hey, my name's Dr. Nought, and this is 80 Days, Season Dose, and today we are in Cairo. It is day 9, the morning of, and let us take a quick look, because we want to head south. And so, well, first off, let me say this. The last episode was a bit long. We're going to cut it down a little bit. Since we're exploring so much, we will not do 13 days per episode. That's just crazy. So this arrives tomorrow. There you go. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. it arrives. When does it depart? It departs tomorrow as well. Okay. Did not want to do that. Close the luggage. So since it departs tomorrow, we can take a look around. Hanmir, valuable in Aden, Suez, and Tehran. Well, we're not going to go up to Suez. I could go there. We're not going. If we ever... Maybe... I think we should just have the gold ring anyway. We have so much money. And that's pretty cheap. Let's just get that. Oh, let's just buy everything. There you go. Okay, so into the market, bought everything. We don't need the bank. I guess all we can do is hotel it. Are you sure? Oh, we could go to Suez. But I want to head south. Departs before 9 p.m. Oh no, let's just go south. Yeah, we'll sleep here. We're in no rush. Okay. Let's do that. Before retiring, I spent a few hours walking around and fell into a discussion with a somewhat frenetic Turkish girl who had lost a monocle, which I helped to recover, and from whom I learned that the fastest way to Aswan is via Luxor. I asked her how she knew, but she merely winked and moved away. Ooh, a woman with a monocle. Alright. Let's go to Aswan. Oh, and I got my rail cap too. So I feel pretty excited about the Nile Express to Aswan. Let's go. Just a normal train. The train from Cairo to Luxor was well appointed, comfortable, and packed with holidaymakers and tourists, all headed to see the tombs and take slow cruises up the Nile. I asked one why they did not take the boat down, but the answer was the Nile's strong current, which made northward travel far easier and more enjoyable than the difficult journey south. That makes sense. Fog is fine, so let's see what the news. Fog sighted on fine form. Why would the Times... What is this? They have a reporter stalking us? Alright. Let's not get too worried about it. Before sundown, the train had pulled into Luxor. Nope, we're gonna keep going. We waited as several tourists disembarked, and then we rolled on to this river city of Aswan. So this is the city in, I think it's in Sudan, right? Where they built that really high dam, the Aswan High Dam. Go figure. And it blocks sediment coming down to the Nile Delta. And now the delta is sinking, and with sea level rise, they have an issue because the sediment that's supposed to be deposited on the delta up by Cairo and north isn't happening as much because the dam is blocking that. Interesting, huh? Alright, anyway. Passed the night in Aswan. Beautiful, beautiful Aswan. Aswan was once the ancient city of Swenet. Its name derived from that of an Egyptian goddess whose statue now roams the streets of the city at night. Its eyes, two bright gas fires. I speculated that it existed to enforce the curfew demanded by this town's Ottoman rulers. The townsfolk thought it Egyptian-made, and stalking the streets in opposition to the Khedive's will. This town is directly on the Tropic of Cancer, Monsieur Fogg remarked. Is that so? Indeed it is. Therefore, it follows that on the summer solstice, a stick planted in the ground at noon will cast no shadow. But we are nowhere near the solstice. Irrelevant, he replied. Our present circumstances have no bearing upon the truth of my statement. I confess myself confounded. I've never heard him express so much emotion. I mean, I know that the fact is still the case. We're just saying that it's not the solstice. Jeez. New routes, Wadi Halfa. That's where we're going. Wadi Halfa. I walked the streets a while, discovering the possibilities for how we might make progress. And that's it? Okay. Wadi Halfa departs in 3 days. Holy crap. Well, you know, we're going YOLO on this one. But I don't think we need to go that crazy, do we? We're in no rush. If we don't make it to around the world in 80 days, I just want to explore. So I'll do the 2-day one. I'm not spending 2,000 pounds just to get it to, you know, sooner rather than later. Did we pay that? I don't even know what happened. Let's, we might have to hit up the bank here. We're gonna spend so much money. We took a room and settled in. Yeah, we're 97. And I went out to explore a little, but found nothing of any particular interest. Okay. Hell. Is it today yet? Could I negotiate even more? Let's go. At mild seas. Oh, and baking sunshine. Oh, we're taking a ship. We're taking a ship on the river, yet somehow that's mild seas. Alright, so this should be... What river is this? This is still the Nile? The Blue Nile? One of those colors? We boarded the steamer downriver in a company of tourists from all over the world. My master looked most suspicious, I thought. What is the problem, monsieur? I asked. I cannot help feeling this boat will most likely be slow, he replied. Afford these good ladies and gentlemen their view. I tried to reassure him as best I could, but it was too late to change our course. Paddle had begun to turn. Oh, crap. We're going to be on here for like 3 days. Let's converse. Greetings, mademoiselle. Is the view not truly marvelous past part 2? I need to know about Wadi Halfa. I think it's true that one can travel aboard the Red Line train from Wadi Halfa to Khartoum. Ooh, okay. That's good. That's good. Yeah. What about Khartoum? The Mahdist government is gaining ground in Khartoum. Interesting. How about Khartoum to Brisbane? How about Khartoum to Ujiji? I hear that there is trouble between the Arabs and Nyamwezi at Ujiji. Oh. Can we give her some perfumed oils? Don't mind if I do. Let's learn more about Ujiji. Have you heard that some buyers will pay well for hunting rifles from Ujiji? I didn't know that. Ujiji to Auckland? Did you know some Okay, she's not telling me anything else. I've heard that you can buy harmonicas in Auckland, extremely valuable in Port-au-Prince. Okay. Now we got this route, that's why we have to talk. Khartoum, and Khartoum can take us down to South Africa. Perfect. The paddle steamer made its slow way down the river past incredible temples on either side. Temples cut into the rock walls, carved with statues of gigantic seated figures. Streams of visitors swarmed around their feet, holidaymakers going about the business of visiting and seeing monuments rather than hurrying past. I occupied myself in conversation, hoping to find options for our next leg. I encountered a charming Zulu soldier, whom had a pleasant if unproductive conversation that whiled the hours away. Night closed in, and soon all we could see were the stone eyes gazing across the waters. They glowed with inner gaslights. Clearly the artificers had been here, as everywhere else. Oh, we're in Nubia. Wadi Halfa. What are we looking at in terms of, we got Khartoum. Parts in 2 days, killing me. Railway cat from our railway man set should change their minds. 4:30 to leave tomorrow. And then the ticket will cost another... Yeah, whatever, we'll just go to the bank if we have to. Ooh, alright. This is getting very expensive. With the last light of the evening, I spent a few hours walking around. We should always walk around. And to my surprise, came across a tired-looking English gentleman and his valet, begging on the side of the road. I inquired into their misfortune, and learned they had been on a journey around the world and fallen victim to heavy transport bribes. Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing right now, too. My heart went out to them, of course, and I gave them... Oh, crap! How about less than more? 200 pounds to get them back on their feet. Then I tipped my hat and moved away. I think we just fell for the same thing that they were falling for. Oh my god. We're not exploring, we're just, we're heading out. Comfortable conditions, but we got +4 back from a partial Englishman's wardrobe. We're taking the red line from Wadi Halfa to Khartoum. The train left Wadi Halfa station as the sun disappeared into the ground, and the stars threw themselves across the sky overhead. For a moment, the endless, dusty plain seemed to seep into my every soul. And perhaps I felt that I was moving into an ancient land, a landscape of endless distance. I felt as though I was coming home, and I turned to Monsieur Fogg to see if he was thinking the same. Perhaps so. Certainly his dark eyes were lost in the middle distance. Like our ancestry as a species coming back here. Let's converse. We need to find more routes. Greetings, madame. Tickets, please, foreigner. Okay. We gathered you can take airships from Khartoum all the way to the Cape. On the subject of airships, I've heard my brother used to talk about the passenger airship from Bangalore to Nova Gao. Oh yeah? Have you heard that some buyers will pay well for hunting rifles from Nova Gao? It seems like hunting rifles from anywhere people are willing to pay for. I feel like these, if I remember this correctly, these will end. So let's try this, actually. How about Nova Gao to Singapore? Excuse me, I must go now. So yeah, so if we want to keep it going, we do this. Have you smelled these, madame? They are delectable. Why, yes! Find out more about Ujiji. Yes, I know hunting rifles from Ujiji. Okay. How about Ujiji to Auckland? Seems unlikely to me, probably. How about Ujiji to Batavia? No idea, but now I have heard the fish markets of Batavia are a great sight to see. Okay, I'm not giving you my dates and figs. Wait, where are we? Oh, that's in India. Okay. I think I want to try heading, if we can go from South Africa to Australia. I spent the first day eavesdropping, hoping to find options for our next leg. I fell in with a cheerful bower artist, whom I quickly who was feeling peckish, so I shared some of our dates and figs and learned that they say there's a sea monster off the coast of Africa. Nice. The sun lowered over the dusty plains to the west of the tracks. Monsieur Fogg stretched out his legs and tipped his hat over his eyes. We were content for now, at least. I don't want trouble. Okay, yeah, good. Let's see, can we make it here? Let's converse some more. Passport 2. How will we cross the Pacific, monsieur? There are many options, but which one will we decide? Will we choose? Oh my god, which one we will choose will decide our route across the Americas. Wool shirts? I will press your wool shirts. Thank you, Passport 2. It will make me very comfortable. And I will do the same for your trousers. But actually, I'll crease them. Excellent, my man. That'd be most pleasing. Very good. Very good. We awoke with the train still rattling along, making its own slow way down the tracks. I'm not sure I would describe this as a train, Monsieur Fogg remarked coolly. We will soon be in Khartoum, I replied. From there, Africa awaits. Indeed, agreed Monsieur Fogg, and from his tone I wondered if he considered our southerly direction a crazed mistake or a master stroke. Only time would tell. Hey man, we have to go south this time. It's just in my bones. Oh, we can complete the railway man's uniform. Okay. Let's see what our option is. Whoa. Whoa, that's a far route. Oh my god, I thought we were much farther south. I thought Khartoum... Where's Khartoum? Is that in Ethiopia or Sudan? Khartoum. I thought we were like down here. Holy moly. This is one massive continent. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna just keep heading south like this, and then we're gonna, or maybe across here, St. Denis. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Arrives tomorrow, departs tomorrow. Okay. Where were we? It's already nighttime. So let's just do this. Khartoum had been conquered by the Ottoman Empire and their Egyptian subjects over half a century ago, but it chafed visibly under the imperial yoke. I found one such malcontent and asked her about the city, but she hurried quickly away, perhaps believing me to be an agent of the authorities. I played the role well enough with the next person I found, and learnt a minor detail A fast airship ran across the Red Sea to Aden, on the edge of the Arabian Sea, from where steamers plied their route to Bombay. Suez to Aden, to Jeddah, to Aden, all the way to Bombay. Meh, south. Oh, Khartoum where? All the way to Aden. To Bombay. Still heading south though. So, when does this leave today? Oh, at 9 a.m.? Okay, we're just gonna head out. The market's not open, right? Opens at 7. Oh, yeah, here we go. Sheet of mirror glass, what the hell? Alright, we'll buy that. Is that all we need? Nice. What does this do? If I go to Aden, I need to sell some things. I need to find places that are willing to buy some of this crap. Okay. So we're running low on funds here. And we have to depart now. Go. Go, go, go! Alright. Shaba Meli Jelani. That is cool. That is pretty cool. The Shaba Meli was a rigid, helium-filled metal balloon like the one I had seen in Paris, an African invented and produced form of air travel. The balloon itself was made of thin, interleaving layers of copper and tin, mined in Katanga, and constructed by the Nyamwezi chieftains. Cool. Let's talk to somebody. Greetings, Captain. I hope heights do not alarm you, Monsieur. How about Ujiji? I hear there is trouble between the Arabs and Nyamwezi at Ujiji. That is beyond my remit, Monsieur. Alright, how about Ujiji and Nsenga? I don't know, but listen, I hear they developed a new kind of weave for airship envelopes. Okay. Nsenga is grown rich from cotton weave exports recently. Alright. We are flying. Captain Zuberi looked us over and spoke in Swahili thickened English. You are my first European passengers. Perhaps we will prove lucky, he snorted. Foreigners rarely prove themselves so, he told us firmly. Keep calm. Be kind to Jelani, and Jelani will do the same for you. She is very beautiful. Captain Zuberi's face shifted. Jelani is built to my grandfather's design. He was the first of the Nyamwezi shipbuilders. He gave me a narrow look. You are honored to be setting foot on my ship. I spent the rest of the journey displaying every courtesy to the captain and his ship until we reached the trade center of Ujiji on the shores of Lake Tanganyika. Tanganyika. Yeah, that doesn't sound like that. We're by Tanzania, right? Or Kenya. I know we're down there. My geography of southern Africa is not the best. I'm sorry. We need to sell stuff. Yes. False passport? What? False set of teeth. Brazilian snuff. Part of the left of the law set. Oh, they like this too, though? We don't need it. We need to save money. Can I get rid of this suitcase? Apparently not. I can... Let's just, Alright, so it's already past time here. I don't think I want any of this stuff. So let's just stay at the hotel. Ujiji was a small Arab settlement on the shores of Lake Tanganyika, made famous in the West because it was here that Henry Morton Stanley had found the famed explorer David Livingstone and uttered the immortal phrase, Dr. Livingstone, I presume? That is... should read that. That is a great book. Into the heart of Africa, or something like that. I'm blanking on it. The Arabs disliked David Livingstone, and most would only talk about him enough to curse his name. Indeed, Livingstone's accounts of the brutality of the Arab slave trade had disrupted much of their business. They were wont to regard all foreigners as interlopers. It was an evil trade, I said to Fuad, who had grudgingly accepted us into his home. So said Livingstone, as he slept in our houses and ate our meat, accepted our medicine without which surely he would have died, Fuad remarked. Yet he never refused our blood-soaked aid or friendship. That is an uncomfortable choice. My voice was quiet as I answered, for I did not like to think of the great humanitarian David Livingstone as a friend of the slave traders he denounced so passionately. Wad brushed a stray lock of dark hair from his face. All men must do as they must to survive in this fallen world, he said at length. Sometimes all the choices available are bitter. I asked Fuad about our journey onward, and he shrugged. The only way across the lake is by canoe, he replied. You can reach Nsenga that way. There are also airships, of course. And why would one take this canoe? It is cheap, and Nsenga is near the Zulu border. Not everyone likes to cross the official way. Later, Monsieur Fogg asked me what I had spoken to Fuad about. I told him the truth, and spared him nothing. Monsieur Fogg absorbed this new knowledge about the English hero without turning a hair, as far as I could see, but he was even more quiet than usual that evening. The only bright spot in our entire sojourn was Ujiji was Fuad's young daughter, who kept trying to teach me what she deemed useful information, which of the local plants was safe to eat, how to weave cloth on a loom, how to tell if a snake was poisonous. Passepartout, you are as ignorant as a child, she told me with a gentle laugh, but I did not mind, and bent my mind to learning. Yeah, we'll go down there. That's at least... When do we leave here? 8 a.m.? Let's go! Straight up. Holy Moses! Uncomfortable conditions, thick jungle, and sweltering heat. Go. Motorized canoe? Sweet. We departed Ujiji on a canoe, rigged with a small yet powerful combustion engine. We left a frothing trail in our wake as we crossed Lake Tanganyika, and found myself exhilarated with the speed of the boat, and the way the wind whipped into my hair. I was slightly spattered by lake water, but jubilant nonetheless. What do we got in terms of here? Experimental hovercraft to launch from Yokohama soon. Ooh. Okay, well, we're not going to go to Japan, but where does it go all the way to? Hawaii? Yeah, apparently. We reached the southernmost point of the enormous freshwater lake and made camp for the night under the thick green cover of the trees which bounded the shore. Stars coated the heavens like jewels, and I was struck dumb, lost in both this world and that above. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought we ran into some trouble here. Our guides woke early in the morning. By the time we had made ourselves presentable, our canoe had been transformed into a passable imitation of a car. Wooden wheels had been screwed into the sides, and iron struts formed a jointed carapace around the hull. Whatever misgivings I may have had, it was certainly ingenious. We reached the village of Nsenga in mid-afternoon. The sky above the humble settlement was crowded with airships, brightly painted and straining against their tether ropes. Oh, are you getting tired over there? Oh, crap, you're down to 59. What do we got here? Oh, rifles. Valuable in Stone Town. Okay, Salve of Arnica. Healing salve for tired joints and bones. Bible. Gold compress. 6 pounds per 200 days? Is that what that means? What? Or no, I think that might be the... We're gonna buy that. We're gonna buy this. We're gonna buy that. I think we'll leave the rest. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll explore. Yeah, so we got the physical restorative set. Nice. We'll explore, we'll see what our options are, and then we'll go from there in the next episode, probably. Oh, here you go. Stone Town, Parlamane. How do we get to Lusaka? Nsenga was a small village, distinguished only because some years ago it had developed a particular style of treated cotton weave that was used to make durable, waterproof airship envelopes. Which was why, despite its small size, We saw a full fleet of airships tethered to a steel in the village square. Where is it you look to go, travelers? A tall, solemn clerk asked. Where is the furthest destination? I asked boldly. Oh, I think in the direction you came. Khartoum's where most are headed. He shrugged heavily. If you're looking to go south, then Kwalamane is the only crossing into Federation territory. He slid a pound note into his grip. The only crossing into the Federation? The clerk looked dubious. Emperor Kashweo's automata patrol... Okay. Emperor Kashweo's automata patrol the borders, and they are efficient. But there are a couple of idiots who risk it. Look for Thandi and Chibesi. But don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, we're doing that. Armed with this new information, my master and I discussed the next steps of our journey from the village of Nsenga. Yes, we're gonna head south. That's what I want. Lusaka. So let's see how do we get here? Departs tomorrow at 2 p.m. It's a vehicle. Oh boy. Oh boy. That would drop him down to 20? Okay, we're gonna have to like comb his hair and stuff, but that's okay. It's only 100 pounds. So this is where we're going next. We're gonna go to Lusaka. We're gonna end today in Nsenga, tomorrow Lusaka. So day 17, thank you for watching. The time's ticking away, so I'm gonna make it short because we gotta go to Lusaka tomorrow, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.